How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Duke Nukem choking on a cigar here, and today I'm talking about yet another very flaccid take about video games that also happens to fall in line with some usual sentiments from the anti-woke crowd. And funnily enough, I wouldn't have even known about this video if it weren't for another fellow content creator that goes by the name of Delay Dan. Funnily enough, he's also an up-and-coming commentary channel, kind of like myself, except, well, way smaller, unfortunately. He's genuinely criminally underrated. I'll leave a link to his video about this same exact video down below, so that way you can go ahead and check him out, and show him some love as well, as he's not even at 1,000 subscribers yet. So yeah, after all, I've pretty much made this entire channel into not just a channel talking about very stupid takes and stupid people, but I've also made this channel to also bring up some smaller content creators that I genuinely believe can do some good. So go ahead and check him out. He's, again, criminally underrated, and anyways, we're going to be getting into this video. So the video that we're taking a look at today is coming from a YouTube channel that goes by the name of SavArtism. I hope I'm allowed to even say that fucking name. And the title is The Uglification of Western Video Games Needs to be Studied. And judging by the like to dislike ratio, and the fact that the chat replay apparently is disabled, because apparently this was a feature at some point, I can only imagine just how bad this video truly is going to be. So without any further ado, let us sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and let's just dive right in.
Okay, listen, this is going to be a quick one. I've just binge-watched Asmongold roasting the entire Concord situation.
Okay, wow, we're not even 10 seconds in and I already have something to say. First of all, of course this man is fucking British, why am I not surprised? And also, second of all, starting off this entire video by openly claiming that you binge-watch Asmongold, or as I prefer to call him, Assman Bronze, is just, that is like, that is like a one-way ticket to just be made fun of at this point. Like, I'm sorry, like, I can't even take you seriously anymore. Like, you've already signed your warrant for me to just turn you into a laughingstock, like...
Which, might I add, is hilarious, considering how overconfident and delusional the devs were, and how overly sensitive they are being right now.
Oh my fucking god. Wait, hang on. When was this video uploaded? It was uploaded literally fucking like... Actually, it was uploaded like the 1st of this fucking month. Concord has been shut down for like the past like 2 or so weeks. Why are you only now talking about fucking Concord? Like, this is just fucking embarrassing, dude. Like, but like at the exact same time, at least we can agree on one thing, and that is that the developers handled the entire situation absolutely poorly, which of course also didn't exactly help Concord's numbers, but I guarantee you, judging by the title of this video, you're going to claim that Concord failed for a completely different fucking reason, aren't you?
But I'm not here to specifically shit on the Concord developers, although I am going to shit on them. I find that there has been a disease plaguing the Western video game market for the past decade or so, and that disease is the uglification of Western video game.
Prepare for some really gooner-brained garbage going forward.
With modern improvements of technology, graphics have improved significantly since the 90s, and this has caused competition with the visual graphics with the Western video game market, focusing more on photorealistic, high-fidelity graphics. Coincidentally, there's also been a huge shift in political and an increase in certain left-wing ideologies.
That sounded like something was cut out from this video, although I can really only imagine what it was. But also, what are you even fucking talking about? I swear to God, if we're about to be getting into some fucking Andy Pants level logic where it's just like, oh, the gays are ruining video games, I swear to God, I'm going to actually now have I'm going to try and find a warrant to slap your British fucking ugly mug across the face.
Now, before you call me a racist, bigot, neo-Nazi, understand that my own beliefs are rather central. For example, I say the R word, but I also think guns for pussies. If you didn't realize that was a joke, you're part of the problem.
Wait, that was supposed to be a joke? I'm genuinely curious. Where was the punchline in that entire joke? Like, what, the fact that you say the R word? Or the fact that you said that... Which part of it was the joke? I'm actually, like... You do know how to make a joke, right? Or was the existence of this entire video supposed to be the joke? In which case, well, I guess I'm laughing, but probably not for the reasons that you truly want me to be laughing.
But what I'm talking about here is that there is a disingenuous and overemphasis on diversity, and a need for these kinds of people to self-insert themselves into these video games. What I mean by this is that they're making ugly characters.
I'm sorry, but what the fuck are you talking about? Again, I'm expecting some really gooner-brained fucking garbage right here, but like, the fact that you showed off the fucking Fable character's already not filling me with much confidence, to put it that way, because again, I've already talked about this back during that entire schism, but like, the character that they showed off for the Fable trailer just looks like an average woman. Like, what are you even fucking talking about? What do you mean ugly? Also, I feel like I should just mention this right now. You shouldn't be talking about ugly characters when you yourself look like fucking Remy from Ratatouille if he let himself go.
This fixation of high-fidelity graphics and the need to make fat and ugly characters clash with each other horrifically. Let's look at Horizon Zero Dawn. In the first installment, she's not overly sexualized. She's got a distinct face that adds character and is very well designed. In the second game, they bloated the ever-living shit out of this poor girl's face.
Her face literally does not look that different. What are you even talking about at this point? Like, you're literally showing off this fucking comparison. The only difference is the fucking lighting and the graphics. That's it. That's it. I literally do not see a fucking difference here. Dude, do you actually genuinely think that we're just like high while we're watching this? Were you high while you were making this? What the fuck are you talking about?
Sucked all the body fat and they put it all in her face. What they have done to this poor girl is atrocious and ultimately makes no sense. She's a strong, fit, young, athletic woman.
And she still is. The only difference is the graphics that end up, like, highlighting certain things probably a little bit more. And of course the lighting probably isn't the most flattering as well. Again, you literally showed off the comparison earlier, and they literally looked not that much different outside of just, like, the graphical fidelity of both of them. With that one comparison alone that you showed off earlier, you shot down this entire fucking argument. Oh my god.
Anyone with a brain would understand that she wouldn't look like this. What's weirder is that they gave her a fit and athletic frame, but ballooned her face like crazy.
Okay, and? Like, so fucking what? What do you mean anyone with a brain notices that this doesn't make any sense? She still is built the same fucking way. I really do not understand what it is that you're even bitching about here. Like, I'm genuinely fucking lost. You have lost the plot, and so have I.
The reason for this is some modern games are basing their characters off of real people and basically one-to-one scanning their faces into these video games. And
okay, and that's a problem how? Literally, like, two of the most, like, you know, world-renowned games that are constantly talked up by pretty much anybody on any side of this weird anti-woke and woke spectrum, if you will. Basically, you know, two of the most well-known games, Baldur's Gate 3 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Both of those games literally use facial scans of, like, you know, the voice actors and actresses and whatnot in order to actually create the character models. And nobody had a fucking problem with that. But apparently now when the character looks more like an average woman, that is of course when gooner-brained fuckwits like this immediately go like, oh my god, it's so bad, it's so bad! Like, give me a fucking break, dude.
Just changing them slightly. Now, I'm not saying the original model for this character is ugly. I just don't think a 3D scanned faces are a good translation for 3D game environments.
So basically what you're saying is that the character's, like, scanned face is ugly. Because that is, like, you're basically just saying the exact same fucking thing, but with more words, and not directly saying that the fucking actress is ugly.
This is what happens when you chase hyper-realism, and feel the need to include average, or in some cases even ugly people in them, to appease a group of people that perhaps aren't so good looking themselves. But this also brings me to another point. Most of you watching are average people, with average looks. Let's be honest here. And I'm willing to bet most of you want to play as fantastical creatures with Giga Chad jawlines and cute little faces with cute little outfits on them.
Well, I mean, if that's what you want, then literally just play a fucking RPG at that point with a character customization screen. Because a game like Concord, or any kind of game similar to Concord, is not going to offer that for you. Again, I feel like I have to... You know what? I feel like I might as well just bring Overwatch into the conversation, because there's characters like fucking Mei that exist. And nobody had a problem with Mei existing. But no, apparently when it's a game that is okay for people to shit on because it basically failed right out of the gate for a number of other reasons, other than it being, quote, woke and it featuring, quote, ugly characters, that's, of course, when the point makes sense. One fucking example.
Beautiful people exist. Let them exist, goddammit. Let TikTok OnlyFan whores cosplay and thirst trap everyone on the internet with this character. And
okay, I'm sorry, but the fact that you decided to call, like, you know, attractive cosplayers on TikTok as, like, OnlyFans whores, this just reveals your entire mindset throughout this entire fucking video for me. You're, again, like I said before, you're thinking with the wrong head.
This actually brings up another good point. Women don't like being ugly. Absolute shocker, I know. But if you losers actually hung out with women for an extended period of time, you would notice that they actually like being cute and sexy.
Okay, well this is just letting me know that you've never actually hung around a woman for more than 5 seconds without them immediately filing a restraining order on you, because I've actually hung out with women. I'm friends with many women, funnily enough. And from my experience with hanging out with women of many different types and many different, ways of life, they don't give a shit. Like, they literally do not give a shit. If they are a fan of video games, then they are going to play video games regardless of whatever fucking character that they create. Hell, they'll probably go like the Dark Souls route and create like the goofiest looking fucking characters using the character creator because they just don't give that much of a fuck. Again, this just goes to show that you've never hung around a woman in your entire life without them immediately wanting to get the fuck away from you.
Now, back to the colossal failure that was Concord. I'm not going to redesign any of these characters. I've seen too many people do that before, so I'm not going to be one of them. But what I will talk about is diversity for diversity's sake, and how it alienates its own audience. Now, on screen we have a character from Concord. I don't know his name, I haven't bothered to learn their names. But we may as well call him the Michelin Man, because god damn he's thick! Now, let's be honest, I don't hate minorities or fat people. I have fat friends.
You see, the main difference between someone like me saying, oh yeah, I have like such and such friends, and you saying that is because, well, I actually have proof that I actually have such friends. And I also have numerous fans that fall under that. Source, take a look at my entire channel. But like, you saying something like this just comes across as you just trying to use it as an excuse for you to just like be a dickhead coming up here.
I hate lazy designs. This character is a medic, not that you can tell, and needs to be nimble on the battlefield. It makes no sense for him to be large and sloppy looking. This is how you do a fat character that makes sense.
What the fuck? Okay, well, first of all, talk about an apples to oranges fucking comparison. But on top of that too, allow me to just quickly detail a few different things here. First of all, while I'm not exactly going to defend the very poor, like, designs of, like, the Concord characters, it could entirely be possible that they were, in fact, trying to go for, like, I guess, like, a different style of medic. Obviously, it didn't exactly work, which is one of the main reasons why not a whole lot of people took a liking to the game. The other reason is purely because the gameplay was pure and simple ass, but, you know, whatever. Who cares about gameplay in a video game, am I right? But anyways, like, on top of that, too, the Heavy is not fat, like, at all. He's muscular.
The Heavy from TF2 is a slow, tank-like character that enjoys a sandwich or two. The Heavy's extra weight makes complete sense and is used masterfully. This Concord character design is confusing, uninspiring, and made to be an inclusive tick on the box. Secondly, if you have a look at this character, you have no idea what his role is. Apparently it's a medic. Now, what's a character that is a medic type and displays this properly? Boom! Second Tier 2 reference.
I'm not even gonna fucking grace this with a response, but again, I'm just going to refer to what I said before. Once again, they were probably just trying to go for, like, a different way of, like, stylizing a medic for whatever lore that they were attempting to go for Concord, which, again, obviously didn't exactly help it. It obviously didn't help it because the game is basically fucking dead now, like, confirmed dead. Its entire, like, you know, the machine has flatlined at this point. The game no longer exists, but, like, again, these comparisons just don't fucking make any sense. But I just really want to mention right now, okay, out of all the different problems that apparently exist in, like, the gaming industry and the gaming community as of right now, like, out of all the things, we have, like, fucking Nintendo abusing, like, Japan's, like, you know, patent laws and whatnot in order to try and win a lawsuit against fucking Pocket Pair because they can't stand a competitor actually existing because they're salty little bitches that hate fan projects. We have, like, idiots now harassing a fucking game engine like Godot, all because they tweeted out a rainbow that was meant as, like, a fucking joke because someone apparently said that, like, using pre-made, like, game engines is apparently woke, okay? Like, you know, we have shit like that happening, yet apparently to this guy, the biggest fucking plague when it comes to the games industry now is the fact that he can't jerk off to the women that exist in said games nowadays. This is apparently what he is mad at. And this is just a perfect summary of every single one of these fucking gooner-brained losers. Just, it's so fucking sad at the end of the day. That's really all I have to say. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like. That's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter and join the Discord server down below if you feel like doing so. And I also have channel memberships now if you feel like throwing me a $5. That's always very well appreciated. But yeah, anyways guys, this has been Sandy, and have yourselves a nice day.